New on CuriosityStream.
Just because it hasn't been done before doesn't mean you can't.
Watch Earth's greatest minds forge our path to a better tomorrow. It's engineering the future. And Jaws, Star Wars, The Godfather, E.T. The biggest movies have even bigger music. From King Kong to The Dark Knight. See how musicians scored Hollywood's greatest hits on great film composers' music of the movies. Watch now on CuriosityStream. Annual plans are $20, just $1.67 a month. Visit CuriosityStream.com.
This podcast is brought to you by the Washington State Department of Health. As we continue to listen, learn, and grow, we are amplifying Black voices and perspectives in an effort to start a new COVID-19 vaccine conversation. We're sharing stories intended to help us navigate this unprecedented time together and to co-create solutions in support of the Black community. Hear these stories at weconsiderwa.org.
Hey, it's Miles. Thank you guys for listening to the Men's Room Daily Podcast.
Have you heard our newest podcast? It's called The Greatest Story Never Told.
Download it today on radio.com. Be sure to subscribe. New episodes are uploaded every Tuesday at noon.
Unfortunately, what you're about to hear is real. The members of this radio program are simply not that bright, or what some people would call educated. They are merely stupid. They're not trying to offend anyone on purpose. And all have played doctors on TV. You have been warned and are cordially invited to join the party. This is the Men's Room.
Forget it, man, and get with the countdown. Get with the countdown. Shake this square world and blast off for Kicksville. The trippers, the grasshoppers, the hip ones, all gathered in secrecy and flying high as a kite.
This is the Men's Room with Miles and Thrill. You know what they say, shake your radio more than 3 times, and you're playing with it. You're listening to the Men's Room.
And away we go. Welcome to season 15, episode number 3,388. Along with Steve the Thrill Hill, the Ted Smith, and Mike Hawk. And you are the Men's Room. On tap today, once again, we play Big Dummy. Ted's Meat and Potatoes has the foods that we've been ordering in 2020. We will play Profile This. Plus headlines, Men's Room Shot of the Day, fun with listener emails, and everyone's favorite, TV Time with Ted.
Clack, clack. You're going to drunk.
All right, here we go. Real headline. Dragon rips apart man working in an under-construction Jurassic Park resort. Meanwhile, a Florida man walks home after being bitten by a shark. As for blood loss, roundabout a quart. Up the road in Tallahassee, new python-sniffing dog gets his first snake. Florida woman beating sister with Christmas ornament is all that she could take. And a tractor-trailer head-on collision with a snowmobile ends as expected. That is all coming on today's very special episode of The Men's Room.
And now, here's the question.
Hola, bitches. Good day to you and yours. All right, today is the day that we play Big Dummy, the game show that rewards you for your stunning ignorance. Here's how it works. You call us. We will spin the category wheel. Oh, smooth. And then we'll ask you a question from that category. But here's where Big Dummy separates itself from your average, more reputable game show. We will continue to ask you questions until you get one right. Because as always, we want you to leave here smarter than you showed up. Now, so far this year, our biggest dummy has been the lovely and talented Jason, who wrote the book Dummy for Dummies and found a way to answer 15 consecutive questions wrong. Can you do better? Well, of course you can. Everyone else has. So give us a call, and off we go on Big Dummy.
If you'd like to be a contestant and play Big Dummy, call 206-421-ROCK. Like the Men's Room on Facebook. Follow us on Twitter and Instagram at Men's Room Live. And send those emails to the Men's Room at KISW.com.
New on CuriosityStream.
Just because it hasn't been done before doesn't mean you can't.
Watch Earth's greatest minds forge our path to a better tomorrow. It's engineering the future. And Jaws, Star Wars, The Godfather, E.T. The biggest movies have even bigger music. From King Kong to The Dark Knight. See how musicians scored Hollywood's greatest hits on great film composers' music of the movies. Watch now on CuriosityStream. Annual plans are $20, just $1.67 a month. Visit CuriosityStream.com.
This podcast is brought to you by the Washington State Department of Health. As we continue to listen, learn, and grow, we are amplifying Black voices and perspectives in an effort to start a new COVID-19 vaccine conversation. We're sharing stories intended to help us navigate this unprecedented time together and to co-create solutions in support of the Black community. Hear these stories at weconsiderwa.org.
$20 million, $19 million, $6 million. These are all awards recovered for clients of Phillips Law Firm. To win big, you have to fight big. And Phillips Law has been fighting the too big to fail insurance industry for decades. Not every case will have a multi-million-dollar outcome, but Phillips Law will fight just as hard to recover the outcome you deserve. If you or a loved one has been injured in a car accident or on the job, call or click today at 1-800-JUSTICE or visit justiceforyou.com.
We return to the men's room with Miles and Thrill. 99.9 KISW.
Oh, Joe's and away we go. Welcome to season 15 and episode number 3,388. The last episode of season 15. The last chance to play Big Dummy for the year 2020.
That is correct.
That's right. The next time we play Biggie Dummy, we'll start again.
Biggie Dummy?
Biggie Dummy. We'll have a brand new Biggie Dummy.
Biggie, can't you?
This year we held tight with two Biggie Dummies. That would be Jason and Jesse. Both of them took 16 questions to get one right. After today, we will never mention their names again.
Nope, unless they call in and
Repeat,
mess up again.
Head chef is back. Ted's Meat and Potatoes has the foods we've been ordering in 2020. It's the year of takeout. It's the year of curbside pickup and all the apps from DoorDash to everything else. And we're going to find out what you're eating, what you're getting delivered to the home. People have been doing this probably, not that the service wasn't available, they're just doing it more and more. I mean, it's
for sure.
You see them. I see and more of my social interaction with people. Now, I don't know what you guys know, but if you're walking down the street with a mask on, even if you're more than 6 feet away, if you say good morning, situation doesn't change. Most of the time, somebody won't say something back.
Sure.
However, delivery drivers will talk to you when looking for locations to drop food off. Mm-hmm. I have had more conversations with delivery drivers this year than any other walk of life.
Like on the street?
Yes. Hey, do you know where 4533? Oh, yeah, right up there.
Come on with the numbers that say 4533.
Are you on your balcony smoking? You're just hanging out in the street?
Walking up and down the street, you know what I mean? Doing community patrol. You name it. I'm out there. Sometimes I ninja behind a bush, you know what I mean? Just to see what the...
Can I help you find something?
What the riffraff
I just picture you now kind of strolling your street like, anybody want to say hi?
I jump out of a bush. Outlaw man! Freak people out. He drops the package and runs.
I usually just harass them. What do you got in there? Is it Euro? Which place?
That is you.
100%.
Fries?
Fries?
You get tzatziki sauce? You get like extra tzatziki sauce?
I don't like tomatoes on mine. Do they go no tomatoes?
Cool, I'll take it. Head chef on the way. We got the top foods you've been ordering in 2020. And again, today is the day we play the game known as Big Dummy. Easy game to play. We'll spin a category wheel. You're either on Team Sober or Team Not Sober. And, of course, when we play Big Dummy, we like to do a men's room poll. And the last time that we played Big Dummy, we asked you, how would you like to become rich?
Oh, yeah.
As far as, like, you got all this money. What are you going to do with it? How did you get there? And your options were that you could pull off a heist.
Mm-hmm.
Granted, whatever would happen after that, you pull it off. But in my mind, you're still looking over your shoulder.
That's all right. I'm looking over my rich shoulder.
Uh-huh. You could win the lottery. You could be the head of a drug cartel. Too.
Yes.
Or you could be the CEO of a company. This one was not even close.
Really?
Believe it or not, the least likely thing that you'd want to do, be the head of a drug cartel.
Oh, me and Ted were in, man.
I mean, that seems like the most obvious one.
8%.
Really?
All the vote. 8%.
That was wrong,
Money,
people.
Power, women.
Pulling off a heist, that came in third, 11%.
All right.
Yeah. CEO of a company came in second at 19%, overwhelmingly. The majority of you said, if I'm going to be rich, I'm going to win the lottery, 62%.
You know what? Look, the good in me appreciates that. People are willing to pay their taxes, etc. I went drug dealer, no taxes, all cash.
Okay. All right.
That's it. That was my whole thing.
Fair enough.
Yeah, why be a CEO? At least when we run our cartel, like if we just finish you off.
When you're the head of something,
you don't get fired.
When you're the head,
but you're not strapped for cash.
But dude, when you're
not there,
when you're the head of something and you're like the top guy,
sure,
you don't have to do a real whole lot.
You know, goddamn well, you don't have to do a whole lot. That's where you hire competent people,
right?
Yeah, if I have to have a meeting, I'm pissed. You want to sit down with V. Ted Smith?
Yeah, they had
even worse. V. Ted Smith needs to have a meeting with you.
Oh, yeah.
And we're not going to see you again.
That's right. Yeah. I was reading about they asked the guy who runs the post office, DeJoy. They said, hey, can we take a look at your itinerary so we can, see what's going on? Because you're supposed to, supply that, right? It was all retracted.
Of course it is.
Because it was all vacations.
Yeah, I was going to say, you don't want to see nothing.
Exactly. It's just blacked out. Like, I wasn't here for a week.
I'm not doing anything bad. It's just that I'm not doing anything at all.
I don't want to tell you what I'm not doing. So it's
we're going to black that out.
Right, exactly. But boy, I'm tan. Hope you get your Christmas card. So today on the men's room poll, now keep in mind, this is a hypothetical one. 2020 has been a hell of a year.
Sure.
This is not actually, something that you need to get upset about. It's just like, look, maybe it's the worst case scenario for you. You would never want to harm a flea. You know what I mean? You'd never want
I don't think you need to go through all that. People like me, I'm down with this.
I know you're down with this. I am
down with this.
I think
it was Ted's idea, and Ted was fired up, and earlier when I'm walking to the studio, Ted and Mike are walking down the hall, and Ted's like, Mike's fired up, and Mike says something to the effect of, I'm going to drop a mother effer.
Okay.
Just know that was the conversation before you hear the poll. Everyone is in.
As you can tell, we need some days off. So our men's room poll, pick one to punch to get your 2020 frustrations out.
Right.
Had a hell of a year here. You maybe just want to punch somebody in the face, right? Here are your choices. Santa Claus.
Right.
Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Frosty the Snowman.
Yeah.
Or an elf.
In my mind, look, and maybe you know a different elf. The only elf that comes to mind to me is a Hermie.
Yeah. Hermie.
And he was just such a whiny bitch, right? But I don't know. It's between him and Frosty. I'm sure Frosty is a good dude, but even when I was a kid, when all the Christmas specials came on, it was very exciting. Frosty was the one I didn't care whether or not I saw it. I just never enjoyed it. And part of me, this sounds awful. I guess if I'm going to punch one, I'd punch an elf. I know how horrible that sounds.
I think I would too.
But with Frosty, I want to do the most damage, but this is punching. But with Frosty, I was like, I wanted to take a shovel, swing it, and just smack his head off.
Right, we talked about putting the Grinch in there, but that's easy. Everybody picked the Grinch.
I wouldn't pick the Grinch, though, because I like the Grinch. He was one of the most enjoyable Christmas specials. He brought me joy. And in the end, he was still decent, right?
Now, do we understand an elf to be a child, kind of?
No. It's an elf.
All right.
It's not a kid.
You seen Elf?
Yeah.
Well, Ferrell was a full adult.
I know, but he acted like a kid.
But because he was stupid.
Because he's got elfish tendencies.
Right, but that's what I'm saying. Those tendencies, to me, seem like they're childish.
You might be childish, but they're not children.
Okay.
Yeah,
First of all, if they're children, then Santa's violating a lot of child labor laws.
You
feel me, dog? So
is Apple.
Remember Hermie when there was old ass elves in that factory.
The guy running the job.
All right, fair enough. Because I was just thinking to myself, with Santa, it's a senior citizen.
Yeah.
All right, but in my mind, Frosty the Snowman is also a senior citizen.
No.
Yes, he is.
Because you just made his ass.
Who voiced Frosty the Snowman?
He had an old man's voice.
Right, and he also smoked from a corn cob pipe. Granted, Mike, he can't be old because he's a snowman. He's going to melt anyway.
Right.
He was just made. He just came to life. But in my mind, he came to life as a guy living in the villages in Florida. He's like 68, 70
and
years
has
old.
STDs.
Right, exactly. And a button nose.
I mean, my thing is, I can't punch Santa because Santa, look, I was not a good kid. I'm not even a good adult. But in spite of my behavior, Santa seemed to hook me up, not with everything I wanted, but I did pretty all right by him. He seemed very forgiving.
Okay.
And I know for a fact he plans on being fairly forgiving to my children as well this year. So it seemed. So Santa's all
you have
right.
good kids?
Santa's most of the time.
Sure.
But, Santa holds everything against it. Rudolph, I had a different thing I wanted to do to Rudolph against more of the backhand, but not for any real reason. I mean, I guess he's decent, and he's a kid. Mm-hmm. He is, in fact, a kid. But between Frosty and an elf, I think I'm going to go elf, and I don't know why. But there's something about the idea. It's like I punched an elf.
So our men's room poll, and this is how you vote. You follow us on Twitter at Men's Room Live. We've got it up there for you, and we'll bring in the results today. Yes.
Somebody says absolutely punching an elf, especially if it's Hermie. Someone else says I'd destroy Hermie. Someone else, I'd still punch an elf, even with Will Ferrell's body. Ooh. Yeah, people don't like elves.
Why not?
I don't know.
What about the Keebler elves? They make delicious cookies.
You did? Wow.
What does Frosty the Snowman do? What joy does he bring you? If he was Frosty the penis in the front yard, you go, but a snowman, you go, look, a snowman.
No, a snowman.
Well, you brought the magic back to those children.
Oh, What do you mean?
What do you mean?
They had forgotten the Christmas or something, right? I'm trying to remember.
No, they didn't. They made a snowman and he came alive.
They put a carrot in the middle of his face and found 2 lumps of coal that they were supposed to get.
There was something that I had said to Mike what I was going to do with the carrot and where else I was going to stuff it inside of Frosty. We'll leave it at that. And Mike said, look, that's fine, but remember, he has a button nose. It's not a carrot.
Yeah, but
That's important to remember.
Keep in mind that that animals do eat root vegetables. Yeah. They dig for stuff. You know what I mean? Radishes and everything else. It's freezing cold. Not all animals hibernate. Nobody even wants a raw carrot. It's like, that's your nose.
No.
You got sticks for arms. To me, it's just a lame thing. You know what I mean? You got a derby hat on. Like, come on. Dust flies out of it. I mean, there's just nothing there. It's like it's made up.
So are you punching Frosty?
I think I am. I think I'm knocking him the hell out.
I was going to say, you sound awfully aggressive.
You know what I am? You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to send him on a one-way ticket to Florida or San Diego.
Ah, there you go.
See, I'll just get him a ticket for Christmas.
You think he's stupid?
And it'll take care of
itself. I heard
itself.
San Diego's hot.
Yeah, he won't know.
You're trying to kill me. I'm packing a gun, bitch.
Right, exactly.
Miles was shot by Frosty the Snow.
He's never been there. He'll be dead by the time we're flying over Sacramento.
Oh, hey, let's address something real quick. Says, you jackasses taking off all the next week like a pea. Most people work till the 23rd. Don't have to suffer through stupid repeats. Hey, here's the good news. You don't have to listen to the repeats. Mm-hmm. You are not obligated because we're that kind. There you go.
Are you okay, man?
Now your problem solved. You don't have to do that.
You can't have vacation. I dictate everything for everyone else's
I can't turn my
job.
radio.
I can't believe the gas isn't $1.65 a gallon. Where does this $3 crap coming from?
Change your station, dog.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
My flight's going to leave at 10:12, not 12:10. I'm in charge of everything. I've had a crappy year.
I know.
Go rub one out, buddy. Sit on the couch for a minute. Just chill out. You'll be all right.
Chew me out.
Who the hell listens to 4 freaking hours of this show every single
Well, go sit to the repeats.
I think I chew me out.
I can't change my station.
Because I'll get up at 6 a.m.
Yeah.
I didn't pick your job.
Hey, turn on the sound, man. Chill out with some Christmas music.
There you go.
You know what I'm saying?
That'll put you in a worse mood.
Punch somebody.
Hey, we should play some today and not tell anybody. Just go wall to wall.
Cool. Yeah.
Just for this guy. Just for this guy right
Well,
now.
let's not do that just for Mike.
Okay. So Mike's someone who turns it on in the studio. We walk in and it's like, have yourselves. Like, Mike's enjoying this. I know he is. He's acting like it's a joke.
Look, I won't lie. I was pimping Christmas music hard last weekend.
Were you?
I was. Tomorrow it's on.
Really?
No. Yeah. Sometime this weekend I'm going to be listening to it again.
I listened to some last night. Listened to a whole album board.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
I realized at the store today, we have a little convenience store in the bottom of our building, and this woman, I guess she chooses to listen to Christmas music.
She does.
But it's always on. But I can't remember the song was on, but it's Michael Bublé singing. And as I'm paying for my cigarettes, I realize I'm saying actively, Jesus Christ. So she kind of looks at me. I'm like, I'm sorry. Nothing.
Sorry.
I'm just thinking of something.
Sorry.
The music's great.
It's always on the same channel, whether it's easy listening or
I know.
Christmas.
Oh, yeah.
I know.
He goes like, hi.
I'm about to say nothing. It's cold. Here's a song
To warm your spirits.
Yay.
Chestnuts roasting on an open fire.
Wow. People really hate elves.
It is unbelievable.
Is it coming down to that? I don't
Dude,
like Frosty.
seriously.
I mean,
I like elves.
On Twitter, I'm not going to read the Twitter handles. It's not their official one. But it says, I consider elves live little rats. If I had the chance, I would punt an elf and get a 3-point field goal.
Oh, look, wasn't the, Steve, was it last year that you went to take your kids to the mall, Santa?
It was either last year or 2 years ago.
And the elf there?
Oh, God. So, when we worked in our old building, there was a guy that worked across the street at the Subway. And we called him the Subway Nazi. Because no matter what you ordered, when he got to the point that you pick your toppings, he was disgusted with what you chose. As though you were buying this for him.
Like the guy who's mad we're going on vacation.
Right. It's always like, all right. And so we just called him Subway Nazi. No big deal. He worked there for about a year. He disappears. We have forgotten him. Out of mind, out of whatever. So, go to the mall, waiting in line, and you know how excited I am about this, but waiting in line with the kids, and there are two elves there to help Santa.
2 elves.
And one of the elves, he's the one offering you the picture package.
Ooh.
And I'm looking at this guy like, man, where do I know this dude from, right? I mean, because he's got the pointy ears on, and he looks effing miserable, right? But I'm like, oh, my God, that's the Subway Nazi. The Subway Nazi is now Santa's helper. That is, he should be the last guy hired to help Santa. He was miserable when we got up there. He's miserable to the kids. Not mean to him, but just miserable. My son even shoots me a look. I'm like, dude, he's an a-hole. And I don't know.
I can't believe they offer wallets anymore. Who has pictures in their wallet? Does anybody in here? Do you know anybody in your life below the age of 85 that has a picture in their wallet, other than their ID, other than their photo ID?
No. I'm with you. I'm like, do I have a photo?
It's almost like saying, like, when you sign up for Santa Claus, like, well, would you like your phone number listed in the white pages?
Right.
What the hell are you
You're right. I
talking
got a
about?
credit card, or I got my
Wallet
debit card,
size.
credit card, insurance card,
Right, yeah.
ECS membership card.
People used to say, like, here's a picture of my wife, or here's my girlfriend. Now they just go show you the phone.
On the
like,
phone, right.
Check out this naked picture of my wife.
She sent it at 6:30.
I mean, I'm not supposed to show anybody. Shh, that's between me and you.
Yeah, I bought these 4 months ago.
Yeah, exactly.
Still awesome.
Yeah.
13
How'd you
grand.
know they were fake? Well, if you're showing me your wife's boobs, I know you bought them because you show them to everybody.
6,700 apiece.
Oh, got a hot-headed dice game.
That's right.
Had to put one on layaway. She was awkward for a while.
All right, we'll take a break and come back. Get this thing going with Big Dummy. In the meantime, head to our Twitter there, Men's Room Live, and vote on our Men's Room poll. Pick one to punch to get your frustrations out from the last year. Will it be Santa, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer,
Elves.
Frosty the Snowman, or Elf?
New on Curiosity Stream, she was a loving wife, a devoted mother. She also stole atomic secrets and gave them to the Soviets. Meet the woman whose deception kick-started the Cold War on the spy who stole the atom bomb. And
What if they catch you?
Then I shall be shot.
They're coming! Come back!
relive history's most death-defying escapes. It's Impossible Escapes, Civil War. Watch now on Curiosity Stream. Annual plans are $20, just $1.67 a month. Visit CuriosityStream.com.
This podcast is brought to you by the Washington State Department of Health. As we continue to listen, learn, and grow, we are amplifying Black voices and perspectives in an effort to start a new COVID-19 vaccine conversation. We're sharing stories intended to help us navigate this unprecedented time together and to co-create solutions in support of the Black community. Hear these stories at weconsiderwa.org.
$20 million, $19 million, $6 million. These are all awards recovered for clients of Phillips Law Firm. To win big, you have to fight big. And Phillips Law has been fighting the too big to fail insurance industry for decades. Not every case will have a multi-million-dollar outcome, but Phillips Law will fight just as hard to recover the outcome you deserve. If you or a loved one has been injured in a car accident or on the job, call or click today at 1-800-JUSTICE or visit justiceforyou.com.
The men's room is in progress. 99.9 KISW and KISW HD1 Seattle.
All right, you gave us Big Dummy 206-421-ROCK. Steve, who is our first contestant, ready to play the big game.
Hello, Kevin. Welcome to the men's room.
Big Dummy!
Hello, Kevin.
Hey, how you doing?
Hola.
What's up, Kevin?
Kevin, are you playing for team, are you on team sober or team not sober, Kevin?
I am on Team Sober.
All right, welcome to the show. Okay, Kevin, our men's room poll. Pick one to punch to get your 2020 frustrations out. Will it be Santa, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, Frosty the Snowman, or an elf?
An elf. Only if it's Will Ferrell.
Okay.
Yeah, a lot of people very specifically want to beat up Will Ferrell.
Did you guys see the video of the guy who dressed up as the elf and picked up his high school daughter from school to embarrass her?
Oh, I did.
It's great.
Yeah.
That's
Did
why
you see the guy who dressed up as Will Ferrell's elf to meet his biological father for the first time?
And that did not go well at all.
Well, his
hate
father
Will Ferrell.
had no idea what the hell he was doing. Yeah.
Kevin, you hate Will Ferrell.
I hate him with a passion.
Damn. Okay. All right.
Why do you hate Will Ferrell so much? All right, here's your first question.
Oh, okay.
What is the only book of the Bible comprised entirely of law?
Oh, crap.
To say Homeboy was the fun police of biblical times.
I have no idea, and I know my in-laws are going to kill me for it, but I have no idea.
I'll say John.
Nope.
Matthew.
Leviticus.
Leviticus. Damn it!
Every time you hear
knew it was
something from
Leviticus.
Leviticus, it doesn't make you happy.
Leviticus is what I was thinking, but then you said Homeboy was mad, so I thought it was one of the apostles. I thought it was a dude's name.
Oh, the homeboys are part of the apostles. That's it. The original posse.
They are.
Okay.
I don't know. I didn't go to church. I don't know.
Oh, yeah, Leviticus. The no fun.
We went to church. We don't know.
I went to Catholic school for 12 years. I should know.
Come on.
Right. All right, your question. How many states end with the letter O?
Uh-oh. All right, I won't do
That's just for Miles, because I know this kind of thing makes him crazy.
Nah, ain't gonna bother.
You're not going to bother?
Let's see here. I know there's Oklahoma, which is
No.
End with the letter
End
O.
with the letter O.
End and O.
End with O.
Yes, end with the letter O.
Problem is, I can't spell well enough to know how many.
It just needs to end with the letter O.
I only know one because I can spell it.
Shut up! End with O.
End with O.
I don't know, one?
I know Ohio's OHIO.
You got Ohio. That's one of them.
Idaho. I think there's only two.
There are four.
Four? Oh, wait, hold on then.
There's Ohio, then the new version of an old country. New Mexico. The land of potatoes.
Idaho.
And a place where weed was legalized first, I believe.
Colorado.
There you go. Colorado, Idaho, New Mexico.
Ohio.
Erica, I love you. I'm sorry, I'm a dumbass.
That's all right.
Yeah, we're good now.
Oh, that does not sound good.
All right, question number 3. What American fashion designer founded the Polo clothing line?
Started the American Polo line?
Mm-hmm. You know, Polo, little horse on the jockey.
Ralph Lauren?
There you go. Well done. Well done.
Lauren.
Yes, Lauren.
Lauren. Yeah.
When you're in fashion, it's Lauren. Otherwise, it's Lauren.
By Ralph Lauren. Available at Macy's.
You think in Mexico, they're like, he named it for chicken, pollo? It's ridiculous. Just saying.
Game is Big Dummy 206-421-ROCK. Who's our next contestant? Ready to play the big game?
Hello, Channing. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola, bichola.
Hola. Channing, you sober or not sober?
I am not sober.
What are you doing over there?
I am sitting on a bed drinking alcohol.
All right. That's living the life.
Are you at home or are you at like a Motel 6?
Tell me.
I am at home.
All right, I was hoping you'd be in a mattress store.
No.
Or an IKEA.
That'd have been great. Like Sears or something. That'd have been great.
Sure. All right, pick one to punch to get your 2020 frustrations out there. Channing, will it be Santa, Rudolph, Frosty, or an elf?
Oh, I'm going to have to go with Santa.
Why is that? Did you get screwed over as a kid?
Just because he's a bad Santa.
Okay.
All right. Whatever your reason. Try to treat homeboy well.
What are you drinking in bed, Channing?
I am drinking a twisted tea for Tyler.
Okay.
I'm
sure Tyler's really happy that you're in bed thinking of him drinking alcohol.
Well, my first name's Tyler. I just went by Channing.
Okay. That makes no sense to us.
It makes a little plot twist there.
Whoa. Got me.
Wow.
You're always man of mystery.
Screw you guys over.
Yeah, right.
You know what? On that note, because the only people that would have figured this out are probably Scooby-Doo and his gang. Mm-hmm. So your question, what was the van driven by Fred and the Scooby-Doo gang?
Oh, that's too easy. Come on, guys. It's the Mystery Machine.
It's driven by Fred. Is he the main guy?
Well, to me, Shaggy and Scooby were the mains, but Fred...
Okay. Fred's the guy with the blue shirt. He's the guy with the blonde
It's a white
hair.
shirt. He wears either red or orange.
He's like the Ken doll.
Yeah, basically.
Okay. All right.
And then I think he gets it on with Daphne.
I'm never even sure I knew his name.
Yeah.
Really?
No.
Seriously?
I had no idea. I thought Daphne was gay.
That's Velma.
See, I don't know anything.
Velma or Velma?
I don't know anything.
Velma. I want to say they outed her like
with a V, yeah, Velma.
Right. And then Daphne was the redhead. And then Scooby and Shaggy.
Okay, all right.
You seriously did not know.
I did not know anybody other than Scooby and Shaggy. I didn't. My mind never. I never watched the cartoon.
And the blonde guy.
Right, exactly. Ken, Barbie, and whatever.
I thought you were talking about Peppermint Patty.
That's Peanuts. Oh yeah. I forgot about that too. Right?
Hey, Chuck.
Yeah.
Lance.
Game is Big Dummy 206-421-ROCK.
Chuck, go long. Hello, Sue. Welcome to the Mitchell.
Hola. Sue, are you on Team Sober, Team Not Sober?
Team Sober.
All right, Sue, welcome to the show. Okay, our men's room poll. You got to punch one in the face to get out your 2020 frustrations. Will it be Santa, Rudolph, Frosty, or an elf?
Frosty.
Frosty, why Frosty?
So I can watch his head roll around.
That's not a bad reason why.
You psychotic woman. But I'm right there with you. I want to hit it with a shovel. I think just like a simple... If I'm working with the CIA, right? Like, you can waterboard and all this crap. I feel like with Frosty, you just have a hairdryer. Like, look, bro. Just slowly turn up the heat on him.
hand warmer when you shake his hand.
Oh, yeah.
Like you ski with,
Oh, sorry, Frosty. Wasn't thinking. All right there, Sue. Here is your question. At what university did Tiger Woods play college golf for 2 years before turning pro?
Oh, Harvard.
That's not a bad guess, Sue.
Stanford.
That is correct, Stanford.
Thrill, do you know what the Stanford mascot is?
Cardinal.
The mascot itself.
Oh, no.
Tree.
Yeah, Miles, you got it.
A tree?
Stanford tree.
I can't remember what the trivia question was back in the day, but there's only like X amount of collegiate teams that do not pluralize
Right.
their name, and that's one of them.
So Crimson Tide.
Right, that kind of
Stanford.
Stanford, their mascot's a tree, but he's right. They are the Cardinal.
Cardinal.
Right?
So,
Where Louisville's the Cardinals.
Midshipmen.
So if you name
Syracuse Orangemen.
To me, that's like saying, hey, we're the Bulldogs, and our mascot's a dog bed. Like we're the Stanford Cardinal, and this is where a cardinal lives, a tree. What the hell is that? That's dumb as hell.
It's a crazy tree. It got in trouble a few years ago as it showed up drunk at a game.
Yeah, I got a fight.
Yeah.
Are you serious?
Oh, yeah, the pine tree?
Who did it fight? Was it like a fan or?
I don't remember. I just know the tree was visibly drunk, and like the Stanford band is known for being kind of like crazy.
Right.
Like it's a whole thing, man. Stanford, different scene.
I'm going to Google this, man. It's something about a drunk tree.
I think it was during the Luck years.
Really?
I think so.
Okay.
Yeah, they were good, and the tree wasn't having it. The tree's all liquored up.
All right, your question. What are the only two continents located entirely in the southern hemisphere?
Australia and Asia.
Antarctica.
Yeah, Australia and Antarctica, home of the South Pole.
February 2006, the Stanford tree mascot fired for drinking at basketball games.
Jesus Christ. I lost my gig as a tree.
Yeah, how much was that an hour?
Yeah.
The cops saw him taking a hit from a flask.
What's wrong with that? What's wrong with that?
Oh, that's great.
All right, so question number 3 for you. What is the capital of Puerto Rico?
Puerto Rico? Oh, man. I don't. Pass.
Pass.
Miles?
San Juan.
That is correct. St. Joe.
San Juan.
All right, Sue, what kind of blood is dumped on Carrie in the movie Carrie?
What? Oh, pig blood.
Oh, you knew that.
You got it.
Okay.
She's up on her Carrie trivia.
How about the blood? Mm-hmm. Game is Big Dummy, 206-421-ROCK. We have a brand new contestant ready to play the big game.
Hello, Tom. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola. Tom, are you on team sober, team not sober?
Not sober.
Not sober, Tom. All right, Tom. Men's room poll. Pick one to punch to get your...
Okay. Right. So my son came out of the room.
What? What did you say, man? Your phone sounds like crap.
Are you talking through your sock, or what are you doing there, Tom?
1 second.
Maybe he's in the bathroom.
Are you hiding under his sheet? What is happening?
Is this better?
There we go. A little better.
Okay, Tom, we've got a men's room poll for you. Pick one to get your frustrations out to punch for 2020. Santa, Rudolph, Frosty, or an elf?
It's going to be Frosty.
All right, Frosty the Snowman it is.
Why Frosty the Snowman?
Because I can repack his face with snow.
Okay. So you can hit him and get rid of the evidence.
Kinda
Even
like-
if he goes to press charges, like he looks fine to me.
Kind of like patching drywall.
All right, your question. What fashion designer was shot dead in the summer of 1997?
Oh. Calvin Klein?
Dear God, man. And you strike me as a fashion-oriented guy. That would be Versace.
Okay.
What did he do to get that treatment?
I think it was just some either it was like a crazy fan or someone he used to associate with.
Okay.
Kind of waited for him and shot him.
I thought it was an ex.
Was it an ex?
Right, because like the famous like houseboat or something in Miami.
It was someone he was associated with. Just decided that they'd had enough of him.
Yeah, it was a crazy case.
All right, your question. Multiple choice. The average fart travels how fast? 3, 5, 7, or 10 miles per hour?
10 miles an hour.
What is that?
10 miles.
Oh,
7.
7. The average fart. Mine were traveling about 2 miles an hour.
A lot of people, you could not outrun a fart.
Yeah, apparently, like that woman we just saw. How far would overtake?
Oh, no way. She couldn't.
No.
DK Metcalf could outrun 3 farts.
He could. You could fart at him, he'd outrun. Yeah, he wouldn't have to smell it.
He could catch up to your fart before you let it out of your butt.
He would smell your fart before you did it. That's how
he
fast
just shows up and he's like, hey, you're about to fart.
Then he cups it in his hands, runs away.
Right. All right. True or false? More than half of the mushrooms in the United States come from Washington State.
False.
That is false. This is a weird one. I just read this one the other day.
I thought we have a ton of mushrooms.
Believe it or not, there's one town in Pennsylvania that is like 90% of the mushrooms.
It's one county, but yeah.
In the United States.
In Pennsylvania.
Like different kinds?
No, everything.
Or like,
yeah, everything.
Half of all the mushrooms in the U.S. come from this one county in Pennsylvania.
Well, they're all, you can grow mushrooms, it's temperature. It's temperature and light. So basically, it has to be the low temperature. I think they grow at like 62 degrees. So it really doesn't matter where as much. I mean, it just so happens they grow there.
Yeah.
But I mean, like if you have a mine shaft or anything like that that's at that natural temperature, that's basically where they grow them. Because people who do that here, they always do it underground. Like you're in a basement, you have to have a building with no windows.
But there's a ton of them that grow out here just naturally. Like I have a buddy, you know, you can find.
But we might not resource them. So as far as this goes, right, Pennsylvania's doing business with them, I guess, is the difference.
Game is Big Dummy, 206-421-ROCK.
Guess who it is, Ted?
James.
James, welcome to the men's room.
Hola, bitches.
Hola.
James, you sober, not sober?
Sober, I'm still at work.
All right, James.
Don't let that stop you. It's holidays. Get messed up.
There's nobody working
I'll drink
anyway.
when I get home.
Good for you. All right, pick one to punch to get your 2020 frustrations out. Will it be Santa, Rudolph, Frosty the Snowman, or an elf?
I'm going to have to go elf because you don't punch Santa, and like Thrill said, I mean, Rudolph's just a baby still, so.
Yeah, but also, the elf's Santa's helper. He's going to say, like, dude, James punched me in the face.
That's why you got to work him over bad.
All right.
Yeah, I mean, you got his jaw wired shut. He's not talking.
Right, you just have to make sure his jaw's wired shut at least until the 26th. Come on, Miles, use your head.
But just imagine Rudolph's grown up.
Oh, he's going to come looking for you.
You said you wanted to splatter his red nose.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I would do.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
That's what I said to Mike. There's silver and gold, more like black and blue.
Plus, Rudolph isn't really part of the original band. He's like the guy that showed up later.
Well, it was Foggy. He's like your friend when you were 16, he had a fake ID. It didn't mean you liked him, but he was useful.
Yeah, but typically fog lights are an add-on accessory that you put on after.
Santa did not have fog lights, so Rudolph got the go. That's all. But again, he owns a pickup truck and you need to move. That's all Rudolph really did.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of people got put in danger.
You know, that's a good point. They
Yeah,
were
he
looking
ran
for his
away.
ass.
Yeah.
All this stuff, man. Very irresponsible is what we're saying.
And it's
Well, yeah, but again, he was really young still.
Yeah, he's just been picture
But
grown
you
up,
still
man.
got to teach him a lesson. I mean, my kids are young, but still, you're disciplined when you do the wrong thing. You got to. Nobody taught him anything. He got rewarded.
All right, James, we'll put him in a timeout. Is that
Would you ever
yes.
put one of your kids in the front of the line and be in charge of where your family's going?
If I had to pick one of the two, there's one I would pick and one I never would.
Okay.
And you can guess.
Are we talking about getting there safely or having a good time?
I'd rather have a good time.
Then
Let's
the other
take my
one.
nephew. Yeah, I'm just thinking about my niece and nephew. My niece is the more responsible one. He's, I don't know how old he is, 15? But he would be like, we're stopping by a bar first. Like, what? You're 15.
Doesn't matter.
There's a game on.
When'd you start drinking, Ted?
Yeah.
All right, here's your question.
I'm not a role model.
What female artist has the record for the longest amount of time between her first and last number one hits? Her first number one song was a duet released back in 1965. Her next number one hit was 34 years later in 1999.
Oh, 99.
Mm-hmm. Ted was a huge, not necessarily of the song, but the accompanying video.
You said her first one was a duet?
Oh, we're going on a limb for somebody that's been in the music industry that long.
Right.
And say Dolly Parton?
No, it's not a bad guess, man.
Tina Turner.
Nope.
Right.
Bad guess. Cher.
Oh.
Cher's first hit was in
That
1962.
explains why I didn't know that.
Oh, yes.
I can't stand her music.
Yeah, I hate her too, man. Yeah, it was Sonny and Cher, Got You, Babe, and then Believe was the one in 1999. Some of you think I'm Thrill's brother, but it's me, Cher.
Or Kermit the Frog.
Or Kermit the Frog.
I bet you could cover some Hatchet.
Oh, I'm sure flirting with disaster. But it's me, Cher.
Fooled you.
The Masked Singer. That's got to be a guy from Alley Hatchet.
It's got to be.
All right, most of the static that you hear on your radio is caused by a radiation field around what planet?
Uranus?
That is disgusting.
God.
What the hell is wrong with you? This is a family show, James.
Mars?
Jupiter.
Jupiter?
Let that sink into your head.
Whoa, that's a long way to be messing with our radio signals.
Yeah, Jupiter does some mean business. I guess that's the best way to put it.
Serious static right there.
Mm-hmm. It's got the big stink eye on it.
Yeah. Big old.
the big red stink eye.
Damn you, Jupiter.
Just staring at us the whole time. Got my eye on you. All right, multiple choice. Crabs, shrimp, or lobster. Which was known as the cockroaches of the sea and fed to prisoners to save money?
You guys have a good holiday? Lobsters.
Well done.
Well, put me in jail then.
What do you think about that? We save money, so we give prisoners lobster.
It's one of the reasons they did lobster for the very first Thanksgiving, because they're cheap and plentiful.
And they still, they're still plentiful. They're just not cheap.
Exactly. Oysters were the same way.
Really?
Yeah.
Clams, everything.
Nobody, right, it was, I don't know when they became fancy, but I told you in London there's a famous statue of a cat with an oyster, because they fed them to like cats and stuff. I mean, it was garbage.
We all agree, though, there's nothing bad that comes out of a shell to eat, right?
As in my experience, I have not tried turtle or armadillo.
Ooh, that's a good point.
I bet you turtle might be all right.
I mean,
they make turtle soup.
Yeah.
Right? You don't hear about armadillo soup, but you hear about turtle soup.
I'm not eating turtle soup.
You wouldn't eat turtle soup?
No.
Why?
I remember being at a game in Virginia Tech, and this one drunk guy kept screaming at us, "Turtle soup!"
You went, ooh. Psst. You got me burned.
It was the second half of the game. You're beating us by 40 points. I'm in the parking lot.
No, I want to
turtle soup. Like, so from that day, I just can't eat turtles. I'm a turtle guy.
Isn't a Hokie really nothing?
There's some kind of dog.
There's no such thing as a Hokie. So Virginia Tech can't give anybody crap.
No, it's not true.
A Hokie's not real, is it?
Then how can you do the hokey pokey?
Well, you turn yourself around.
Oh, good point. But that's the hokey pokey. You just stand in one place if you just do the pokey.
It feels wrong. I love the Terps.
But you're not eating a player. You're eating the animal, man. Just saying. I like the Terps too. I'm not eating them.
Would you eat a raven?
No. But only because I think they would taste awful.
Yeah, it's a gamey bird.
I would rather eat Lamar Jackson than actually eat a raven.
I eat a pigeon.
I mean, I would try it.
Yeah.
I just think it would suck. Hello, Brandon. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola, bitch, hola.
Hola.
Brandon, are you sober or not sober?
I'm sober.
All right, Brandon, welcome to the show. Brandon, our men's room poll. Pick one to punch to get your 2020 frustrations out. Santa, Rudolph, Frosty, or an elf?
Ooh, I'm going to go with an elf just because they seem more evil than anything.
Okay. I don't think Elf on the Shelf is helping the elves' reputation.
No, not at all.
Here's a pick-me-up for everyone, a big happy holiday regarding today's poll. Says, I'd punch Frosty the Snowman in the face because he reminds me of my dad. They both lied. Said they'd be back someday.
Wow.
Merry Christmas, everybody.
Frosty does have the advantage of you punch him, you can take his hat.
Yeah.
And you got a carrot
an advantage.
I'm just saying it adds to his likability of being punched.
First of all, you get a pipe to smoke out of.
Yeah.
Then you get a carrot to eat, right? You get coal to
No,
start
it's
a
a
fire.
button.
The button.
Well, those people use carrots. I mean, I
But
know
this
you
is
think a
Frosty.
button does.
But this is Frosty. He's got a button.
Oh, what a waste.
I know, that's
That's like
saying.
the extra button they give you with a shirt. Like, you're never going to put that thing on. You're never going to sew it if you lose a button. You're just going to throw the shirt away.
I'm not a Boy Scout. I can't sew it on anyway. I'd have to staple it. All right, here's your question. What decade was George Washington elected president of the United States?
What decade?
What decade?
The 1700s, right?
That would be the century, looking for the decade within that.
Oh, yeah, duh. In the 1760s?
I'll say 1780s.
1780s. I believe it's 1783, I think. Somebody says, hey, armadillos give you disease, dumbass. But we're not trying to eat armadillos.
Yeah. Well, thank God it's not on the menu around here.
Yeah. Man, oh, man. That ruins my holiday plans.
George Washington was elected in 1789.
Oh, geez. I'm way the hell off. All right, your color. Your color. Your question.
White.
What color was Moby Dick?
Yeah, he was white, wasn't he?
I didn't mean to give you that. But,
if he was black, he'd have been called huge.
More Big Dummy coming up, 206-421-RON.
This podcast is brought to you by the Washington State Department of Health. As we continue to listen, learn, and grow, we are amplifying Black voices and perspectives in an effort to start a new COVID-19 vaccine conversation. We're sharing stories intended to help us navigate this unprecedented time together and to co-create solutions in support of the Black community. Hear these stories at weconsiderwa.org.
You're the one who protects the flock, and that requires an eye for detail. Because when safety and well-being are on the line, it's the details that can save lives. Even when no one else is watching, you see everything. Grainger gets you, and we're here for you, and all the ones who get it done with a wide range of safety products and solutions, plus board-certified safety consultants here to answer your questions. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.